In our modern era of relentless distractions, overwhelming responsibilities, and constant societal pressures, the ancient wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor who ruled Rome at the height of its power, emerges not as some dusty historical relic, but as a vital survival manual for contemporary life. His deeply personal writings in Meditations, never intended for publication, reveal a man constantly wrestling with the same fundamental human struggles we face today: anxiety about the future, regret over the past, and the challenge of maintaining inner peace amidst external chaos. What makes his insights so extraordinarily valuable is that they weren't theoretical musings, but battle-tested strategies developed by a leader who faced wars, plagues, and immense political pressures while striving to remain virtuous and composed. So why does this matter to you right now? Because the ability to stop worrying isn't just about feeling better. It's about reclaiming your mental sovereignty in a world designed to keep you in a state of perpetual anxiety. The principles we're about to explore aren't quick fixes or superficial affirmations. They're profound shifts in perspective that, when fully understood and applied, can fundamentally transform your relationship with life's inevitable challenges. 1. The radical power of present moment focus. Why this instant is all you ever have. Marcus Aurelius penned these words with striking clarity. Forget everything else. Keep hold of this alone, and remember it. Each of us lives only now, this brief instant. The rest has been lived already, or is impossible to see. This statement contains a psychological truth that modern neuroscience continues to validate. Human suffering largely stems from our unique ability to mentally time travel. While animals exist purely in the present, we humans torture ourselves by reliving past regrets and pre-living future anxieties. The present moment, this exact second as you read these words, is the only temporal space where actual change can occur, where decisions can be made, where life is truly lived. Consider this profound implication. When you're worrying about a future event, you're essentially suffering something that doesn't exist and may never occur. The bills, the health scare, the relationship problem. They gain power over you, not because of their reality, but because of your mental projection. Similarly, past mistakes only continue to hurt you because you keep resurrecting them in your mind. The present moment practice isn't about naive positivity. It's about recognizing that all your power exists right here, right now. Practical integration. Begin noticing how often your thoughts escape the present. When you're eating, are you tasting your food or scrolling through your phone? When you're in conversation, are you fully listening or formulating your response? The practice isn't to judge these mental wanderings, but to gently return to the present each time you notice you've drifted. This is the essential training of mindfulness that Marcus advocated centuries before it became a modern therapeutic technique. Second, premeditatio malorum. The Stoic art of negative visualization. Why preparing for adversity makes you invincible. Marcus instructed himself, when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. At first glance, this might appear pessimistic or even paranoid, but when examined deeply, it reveals one of the most psychologically sophisticated tools in the Stoic arsenal: the premeditation of evils. This practice isn't about expecting the worst to happen, but about removing the element of surprise from life's inevitable challenges. By mentally rehearsing potential difficulties, from minor irritations to significant setbacks, you perform a kind of emotional vaccination, building psychological antibodies against future distress. Modern psychology confirms the wisdom of this approach. Studies on stress inoculation training show that individuals who mentally prepare for challenging situations experience significantly less anxiety when those situations occur. The key distinction lies in the difference between worry, which is passive and fearful, and preparation, which is active and strategic. When Marcus envisioned difficult people and situations, he wasn't cultivating dread. He was developing contingency plans and strengthening his emotional resilience. Practical integration. Try this morning ritual. Before starting your day, visualize 3 potential challenges you might face: a difficult conversation, a project setback, or even personal fatigue. For each one, briefly imagine how you would respond with composure and wisdom. This isn't about dwelling on negatives, but about installing mental software that will automatically run when challenges arise. 3. The unshakable core. Why your character is your only true possession. Marcus wrote with striking clarity, "It can ruin your life only if it ruins your character. Otherwise, it cannot harm you, inside or out." This principle reveals a revolutionary way of understanding personal power. In our achievement-obsessed culture, we typically measure success by external markers: wealth, status, relationships, possessions. But Marcus exposes the fundamental flaw in this worldview. All these externals can be taken away in an instant through circumstances beyond our control. Your reputation can be tarnished by rumors, your wealth lost in market crashes, your relationships changed by others' choices. The Stoic revolution lies in recognizing that your moral character, your integrity, your principles, your way of responding to events, remains the one thing absolutely within your dominion. When you shift your fundamental measure of success from what happens to you to how you choose to respond, you achieve true invincibility. This isn't abstract philosophy. Modern psychological research on locus of control confirms that people who focus on their responsibility rather than circumstances experience greater resilience and life satisfaction. Practical implementation. Begin conducting daily character audits. Each evening, ask yourself not, "What did I achieve today?" but "How did I live my values today?" Did you act with integrity when no one was watching? Did you maintain compassion when tested? This practice gradually rewires your fundamental metric of self-worth from external validation to internal consistency. Transformative reframing. When facing adversity, stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What does this situation require of my best self?" This subtle shift moves you from victimhood to agency. The opinion paradox, why caring less, leads to meaningful connection. Marcus cautioned, "Don't waste the rest of your time here worrying about other people unless it affects the common good. It will keep you from doing anything useful." This teaching cuts to the heart of our social anxiety epidemic. Neurological research reveals that social pain activates the same brain pathways as physical pain. Our fear of rejection is literally wired into our biology as a survival mechanism. But in our hyper-connected digital age, this ancient wiring has gone haywire, leaving us constantly monitoring and modifying our behavior based on imagined judgments. The Stoic solution isn't anti-social indifference, but rather a strategic prioritization of whose opinions truly merit consideration. Marcus suggests a simple filter. Does this person's opinion affect the common good? Does this person embody virtues you respect? If not, their judgment carries no more weight than the chirping of birds. Practical implementation. Create a council of virtue, a mental list of 3 to 5 people whose opinions you truly value because they exemplify wisdom and goodness. When feeling social anxiety, ask, would my council members disapprove of this? If not, let the concern go. Cognitive restructuring. When worried about others' opinions, ask, will this matter in 5 years? Then zoom out further. In 100 years, when we're all gone, will this judgment have mattered? This cosmic perspective reveals the fleeting nature of social anxiety. 5. The liberation of impermanence. How everything's transience. Frees us, Marcus reflected. Keep in mind how fast things pass by and are gone, as if the things that irritate us lasted. Modern physics confirms Marcus's ancient insight. At the quantum level, reality is constant flux. Your body replaces nearly all its cells every 7 to 10 years. The person you were a decade ago literally no longer exists physically. This universal truth of impermanence, anicca in Buddhism, contains both a warning and a profound comfort. The warning: clinging to any moment, possession, or circumstance is fundamentally irrational because change is the only constant. The comfort: no pain, no loss, no difficult situation, is final. This dual awareness creates what psychologists call psychological flexibility. The ability to appreciate good moments without clinging and endure hard moments without despair. Practical implementation. Develop a "this too shall pass" practice. When experiencing joy, pause to acknowledge its fleeting nature. This deepens appreciation. When experiencing pain, remind yourself of all past hardships you've survived. This builds resilience. Existential reframing. Imagine viewing your current worries from your deathbed perspective. What would truly matter? This exercise, used in palliative care, instantly clarifies priorities and reduces trivial concerns. Integration. Building your Stoic operating system. These 5 principles aren't isolated techniques, but interlocking components of a comprehensive worldview. Present moment focus grounds you in reality. Negative visualization prepares you for reality. Character centering stabilizes you within reality. Opinion discernment protects you from social distortions. Impermanence awareness helps you flow with reality. Modern cognitive science confirms what Marcus intuited. Our suffering stems not from events themselves, but from our judgments about events. By systematically retraining these judgments, we don't change the world. We change our experience of the world. Call to deep practice. This isn't about intellectual understanding, but daily training. Start small. Morning. 5 minutes of negative visualization. Daytime. Catch yourself leaving the present moment. Evening. Character audit and impermanence reflection. Invitation to transformation. If you're ready to go deeper into this life-changing philosophy, subscribe for our upcoming series where we'll break down each principle into 30-day challenges with practical exercises. Because true philosophy isn't about knowing, it's about becoming. Share in comments. Which of these principles resonates most with your current life challenges? Your insights help shape our future content to serve you better. Remember, the wisdom of ages is worthless unless applied today, now, in this moment. That is your life.